Well, we want to do a special blessing in a way, in our way, to try to help others this Mother's Day. We want to honor you today. So my wife is going to have 4 mothers. So one time when I was at work, I did a survey among the ladies at work, mothers, and I asked them what would bless you the most this Mother's Day. What would be the best benefit to you this Mother's Day? And my number one response was help. Help. So we want to try to give you some help today, spiritually and in other ways. So if you would give a welcome to my wife, she's going to join me today, and she's going to do the first part of our message today, entitled Help from Others.
Read a poem that I came across that I just thought it really fit. And like I said earlier, this day is exciting for a lot of us that have children. But, this day can also be a sad day for a lot of women. Maybe they haven't been able to have children, or maybe they've lost a child, or, various reasons that this is not always a happy day. So I just wanted to honor each and every one of you by this poem. To those who gave birth this year to their first child, we celebrate you. To those who lost a child this year, we mourn with you. To those who are in the trenches with little ones every day and wear the badge of food stains, we appreciate you. To those who experienced loss this year through miscarriage, failed adoptions, or children running away, we mourn with you. To those who walk the hard path of infertility, fraught with pokes, prods, tears, and disappointment, we walk with you. Forgive us when we say foolish things. We don't mean to make this harder than it is. To those who are stepmoms, foster moms, adoptive moms, mentor moms, and spiritual moms, we need you. To those who have warm and close relationships with your children, we celebrate you. To those who have disappointment, heartache, and distance with your children, we sit with you. To those who lost their mothers this year, we grieve with you. To those who experienced abuse at the hands of your own mother, we acknowledge your experience. To those who lived through driving tests, medical tests, and the overall testing of motherhood, we are better for having you in our midst. To those who will have emptier nests in the upcoming year, we grieve and we also rejoice with you. And to those who are pregnant with new life, walk with you. Mothering is not for the faint of heart, and we have real warriors in our midst. We remember each one of you. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for the type of moms you're being today, whatever you're walking through with your children, whether they're young, whether they're in the teenage years, or whether they're adult children that their choices are out of your hands. We pray with you, okay? Excuse me just a minute. Okay, now, help for mothers. Pardon me if I break down and cry, because it probably will happen at some points along the way, but I'm sure you mothers will understand. The long-awaited dream had finally arrived for me, motherhood. From the moments of becoming a mother and bringing our 2 little boys, ages 2 and 3, from the country of Russia, I had this vision of the kind of mom that I was going to be. I was so excited. I walked into motherhood. Dale and I had been married for 20 years, just the 2 of us. So can you imagine like to become a mom of 2 preschoolers who came into this country Russia, where they were at in Siberia, was 12-hour time change. And so when it was our daytime, it was their nighttime. And so when we traveled home, the 30 plus, 36, 38 hours or whatever, by the time we arrived in America, they weren't happy little campers. They had a lot to get adjusted to. They had a whole different culture that they were entering, different foods they'd never tasted before, a whole different language. They couldn't speak our language, and we couldn't speak very much of theirs, and different surroundings. But I had done the mountains of paperwork in preparation for them. I had read many adoption books, the things to expect and the things not to expect. And so I knew up here what being a mommy was about, but I hadn't walked the life of being a mommy. And so again, I was ready to battle for my kids. I felt like a strong mom. I was confident. I was excited. But in Isaiah 40:31, it says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Can you say, moms, can you say faint? Because there's been many times since then I have felt faint.